Hello, is evening. Looking for Hilda Johnson.
Why?
Walter Burns wants to see him.
And I want to see Walter Burns.
What for?
$2.
$2, please. $2, please.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, darling, they're almost mine. Honey, I'd write the society note to get a look at Walter Burns' face when he hears of this. Oh, I'd write it for a year to see when he hears I'm getting married. Oh, I'd write it for 2 years to get a load of what he says when I'm leaving this town for that New York. What's the matter?
Oh, so that's why you got that. Walter Burns. That's why you're going to marry me. Walter Burns. That's why you're going to New York. To fight Walter Burns.
Oh, honey, you're crazy. Now, listen. Listen, did you ever come up out of a sewer? Honey, did you ever come up... You ever come up out of a sewer and had the cool, fresh air hit you? Well, I did. And, honey, you're the cool, fresh air. You've made a fresh air fiend out of me, dear. And I'm not going back there unless you send me.
Then, Hildy, you go right up to Walter Burns and resign.
Well, and have him get his hands on me? That's why I've been hiding out at your place, to keep away from that double-crossing maniac. Tell you what I'll do. I'll resign by phone and to get a look at that snake's face.
Oh, no, you don't. Here.
With 500 and then one bill?
Uncle sent it to me for a wedding present. I wasn't going to give it to you until we got there. But you take it. After you take me home, you get the ticket. Instead of getting married tonight, we'll get married tomorrow. Instead of going to New York tomorrow, we go to New York tonight.
All we have to do is throw the old underwear in the trunk 24 hours earlier, that's all.
Oh, what is it, Mother? You know what I think?
What?
I think you must be a sort of irresponsible type, or you wouldn't do things this way. Now, Mother, you stop picking on my Hildy. He didn't do one blessed thing to help our getting away. You better get busy.
Oh, that's the dress we had on the first night I met you. You're the one I care for.
Here.
Wait a minute. That's the dress you had on the night you said no? Come here. Theater executive. Baby, if only had a camera with me. Full-page of pictures. Spiteful carnage, snap in the Morning Post. Forward fire exit, execute, hundreds, expose, a theater owner, shot him in the Morning Post. City boy to investigate. Oh. Listen, honey, I'm downtown. Get those tickets. See the mother gets lured. See you later.
Hildy.
Oh, Hildy.
I'd like to have a little talk with you for about 15 minutes.
No, not a chance. Water on fish.
You're not too busy to be playing around the neighborhood turning in false fire alarms.
What?
Hello, Mac.
Hello, Mr. Burns. All right, Walter.
Boy, I wish I could find the guy that did this. I'd make that box his tombstone. Aren't you going to ask me how I found out where you were?
Yeah, great scoop. But everybody in the county building working
And
for
I
you.
was just on the middle of the hot cake. Set him up.
None for me.
He'll take the same. So you're leaving me for marriage?
Why? None of your business.
How'd it happen?
There was a moon.
Well, I guess that lets me out. I'll give you a farewell party.
Thanks.
But it hurts, Hildy. You're not telling a fellow after all I've done for you.
You mean after all you've done to me? By the time you sent me down the lake to test that trick diving suit. That suit was about as waterproof as your straw hat. Filled so fast, it took me half an hour to pull me up. It was lucky I only went test.
Didn't I go to the expense of hiring an airplane to take you up so you could get your hearing back?
And at the further expense of bribing the pilot so I landed in the middle of a strike massacre at Harrow, Illinois?
You scooped the whole world on the story. You made yourself the envy of every newspaper man alive.
Oh, well, it was worth it, sir. Even if I did get ridden out of town on the rails. With 8 bullet holes in a hat that cost me $6.
And charged on the expense account at 15?
And got away with it.
Ah, those were the days. You certainly have a lot to tell the kids.
Yeah. What kids?
You're getting married.
No, why not? A guy's got to settle down sometime. Get a home and wife, and I say it's kids that hold it all together.
That's right. I was never big enough to let a nice girl reform me so I could stay in a 2-room love nest at nights with a wife and kids while the fellas were out having a lot of fun. Oh, dear. Marriage does make a respectable citizen out of a man. It must be grand. None of this idiotic jumping around at all hours and having to be on the inside of all the crazy excitement in this town. Ah, the 5:15 out to some quiet suburb. A home-cooked dinner every night at exactly 7, and by 10 in bed. Unless, after the tapioca, the wife has a few friends in for a neighborly chat. I don't blame you, Hildy. It sounds great.
Excuse me a minute, will you? Come on there, Sporty. Deal him out, boy. Don't let that deck get cold.
See if you can deal me a decent hand, will you?
Oh, what the shoes? Any news?
I just been over to the death house. Did you hear what Williams said to the priest?
Oh, forget it.
Yeah, I know. The paper's full of the hanging. We ain't got room for the ads.
What did William say?
He said that... Come on, boys, ante up. Ante up. I've ante twice already. He said to the priest that he was innocent.
He'll start crying in a minute. Why don't you send the poor nut some roses like that girl of his, Molly Malloy?
Oh, now, there you are. There's an idea. She thinks she's innocent, too. Oh, you fellas don't understand.
Now,
Before you go on, would you mind running down to the corner and getting me a hamburger sandwich? Personally, my feeling is...
He said 2 hamburgers like a good fellow.
Now, my feeling is that Williams is of the doomed personality type.
Yeah, I know. Like the Dolly sister.
Yeah, tell it to the Tribune.
Sweetheart. That's true.
It's on account of the way his head is shaped. It's a typical case.
Oh, ask him to put a lot of ketchup on them sandwiches.
I thought you fellas might be interested in the psychological end. Make my plain lettuce on gluten bread.
Just see your sandwich too, wouldn't you? I raise you.
Well, I'd drop right now.
Where
am I going to get the dough for all these eats?
Oh, charge it. You got a badge, haven't you? What's it good for?
4 hamburgers and a lettuce.